Not so sure as I like the fact that this place is closed up. Hi guys, we got a new vid. This one is slightly different. It's 2 lives, not a 1 life. And it's not as heavily edited as normal, but still, I think it's quite decent nonetheless. Hope you enjoy. Oh my god. Sometimes you can be lucky and run like through the bullets, if you like, past the bullets and through them. So like with his position here and the door open, his actual chance to shoot, his ability to shoot only starts when he sees the person at here. That person then can move really quickly to here, and by the time you've adjusted, you're kind of jiggered. I mean, like, his position should have been here for a better shot. Gives you more time. Bad positioning. The food was ruined, was it? Oh yeah, good point. That's what will happen with a big old shotgun to the face, I suppose. So we've got 3 pistols now. 1 in our hands, 2, and then that one. Shit, the zombies everywhere now. They got attracted by the shot. I got all sorts of shit. The idea was to stay on the coast for a little bit and meet some nice person that I can go on adventures and spend the rest of my next 4 hours with them. But that person that I met wanted to shoot me, and therefore I can't go on any adventures. And I've got all this stuff now, and that wasn't the intention at all. Not necessarily want all this stuff. Well, I said I was going to go and find what I could find in the coast, so that's what we'll do for now. I'll run through the rest of Berezino. Don't know if we make it, but we'll see. So it's 3:30, and that is actually the time on the server. You see the minute hand moving around almost like about half the speed of a second hand. Maybe a little less. So it's going to be daytime soon. You missed last night. I was out on a rare gallivant to the pub. Is there any ongoing challenges to be... No, we're free and able to do as we wish. We met some dude over near Vibor. Both Toby and I were totally geared. Like, I had an AK-101, Toby had a AKS, both had sniper rifles. But we managed to get caught out in the middle of a field with some fucking Giga Chad over this side and his equally Giga Chad mate who was up on 500 meters away sniping into us. This dude here, who we were both pointed at, managed to knock Toby unconscious and ruin his gun at the same time.
Oh fucking hell, I'm unconscious. He hit me.
Where are you?
I was down level with the piano building. Just unconscious.
So I came to Toby's assistance because we were split up a little bit.
Hit me with a 308 suppressed.
And as I was running to Toby, the guy hit me, knocked me to 3/4. I then missed 2 shots on him.
Fucking hit me again.
And I missed the 3rd. He's running. I'll show you the 3rd.
Oh, he's hit me again. He's broke my leg. I got... Oh, fuck's sake. Why does he still hit me?
I must have hit him.
Fucking... Somebody else is shooting from behind.
So first in slow motion here. Now you can see where I'm shooting and you can see where it lands. And now we'll do it in super slow motion. So you can see whereabouts I'm actually aiming, and as I move it forward slowly, you can see just about to the left there where the bullet lands. To the left of him. It doesn't... I don't know, it doesn't seem to make sense. The smoke you can see is his gun as he shoots. I pushed a guy. The guy's behind a tree like this. It's a wider tree, much wider tree than this. I pushed him with the AK, started shooting, pre-firing at the tree, trying to back him off. It didn't back him off at all. He pushed up to the tree, did this, and then moved right.
I didn't realise he'd broken my Savannah.
No, that's pretty unlucky.
That was warm. He hadn't fired around through it.
How did he shoot me round the corner there? For fuck's sake, man. As soon as his gun was close to straightening, he started shooting. And he headshotted me. That was warm. He hadn't fired around through it. This is either absolutely unbelievable play, or it's he got lucky. I don't know which. Like, it makes it a little bit easier if you're going to run with a crosshair on. You don't actually do it down the gun, you do it like that. You know exactly where the head's going to be. Comes a lot easier with a crosshair. But still, his play was very impressive. If you're faced with someone, you're behind a tree that, let's say it's a lot wider than this, and someone pushes you with a fully automatic weapon and lights the fuck up out of the tree, to actually then have the presence of mind to push your weapon up in the air, peek, and then move right and nail a headshot straight off. I've got to hold my hands up and say he just outplayed me. At the time, I called absolute bullshit. I said, how the fucking hell... Because from my perspective, it looked stupid. Like, it looked like he shot me with his gun right up in the air. Because that's the way it showed. I don't know. Seems like we've got a fair bunch of stuff together. It might be worth just leaving. There's the clip for the guy that did the tree trick. I mean, I'm partially to blame for shooting the tree instead of shooting to the side where he was about to pop out of. I just didn't expect him to do what he did. I had no time to react once he'd done what he did. Once he'd sort of peeked, but I should have seen the gun, like, poking up at a funny angle, and focused that area. Shot past the tree. But, you know, it's easy to say that now. Oh, it didn't bother him. No, had absolutely no concern whatsoever. And those guns are noisy, and they put a lot of bullets down quickly. And to the majority of people, myself included, I would not even consider playing a move like that. But he played to his advantages. He had an SKS, and he played it well. Well, the whole gunplay and the whole aspect of PvP has been dumbed down, and I'm not saying it's to cater solely for the console generation, because I don't think it is. I think it's just to make the game easier for those that are joining. Like, the learning curve for gunplay and 6.2 was steep. You had to put time and effort in and really get rewarded that way. The gunplay now is very simplistic. It's very, very easy to shoot someone, and they've ramped up the power and damage that the guns do, reduced your HP, and made it more simple to kill people. It's just as simple as that. That's what's happened, and it's sad, really. You had to put work in to kill people, 6.2 and prior. I'm not saying that 6.2 is better than the current game. It clearly isn't. The current game is far more polished and better. I think that was part of the plan, Mongo. I really think it was part of the plan. The gun raise was part of the plan. He literally... Let's just get rid of the gun the ammo out of here. He literally had the gun raised and was pressing his button. Pressing his button until it came down, and he had the crosshair aimed straight at my head. So, why can't I do that? So it was like that, He had the crosshair because he could see me. And he just peeked and swirled across with the crosshair in the perfect place, pressing his left mouse button like that. I've never seen anyone abuse or use that mechanism like that, and I'm impressed with it, but I'm also a little bit cheesed by it. Like I feel like he's cheesed me. It's not. It's like he's used some sort of fucking wonderful exploit here. I mean, I don't know. It's in the game. It's part of the game. I don't think he's cheated, but I also think I feel like it's a bit cheesy. You must be really bad at this game. It still seems bloody hard to me. Well, you see, the problem there is, because it's made easier for everyone else, you're going to die more often. It should also mean that you get to kill people more often, so it sort of dilutes it a little bit and makes you feel like you're getting some progress. But if it's easier for everyone, you're going to die more often. I think the guy shooting from Viable was his mate. Like, the intel that the guy had. He was over here behind the shed. Like this. He's behind the shed. He's got no elevation whatsoever. And he knows that we're in a tree line up there. Toby's prone in a bunch of bushes there. And I run from that position there to another tree line there, follow that tree line down to greet his tree line here to push him behind his shed. In the time that I've done that, he's made a move across here to meet me head on. Now, I don't believe that he gets to see exactly where I'm going without some intel, and there is an incline. There is a gradient here for his mate to be able to shoot into Toby to kill him. Not as steep as this one, but his mate could easily have told him that I've moved across there and I'm pushing his line, and he's reacted because of that. So I think the two were together. But it was interesting. It was only the other day that I was talking about how I don't bother. How I'm not very good at leaning because I don't run. I sort of have to get my fingers a little bit mixed up to do the leaning because I use just use the standard keys, whereas I could actually map them to my mouse, but I don't feel the benefit that you gain from the lean is worth the loss of grip that I'll get from having to press buttons on my mouse and change of grip. So I'll lose accuracy. I much prefer to just sort of storm into somewhere and just fuck the lean, you know. But that guy showed how effective it can be, for sure. Can you send in your footage to get some Dayz analysis and coaching? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Problem with that is that I'm making an assumption that I know better than you know, and it could well be a case of that I don't. I wouldn't like to pretend that I'm some expert. I'm the opposite. I can lean left. I can. In fact, I don't fucking use lean. I can lean left because it feels more natural. But leaning right, it just doesn't feel quite natural. My fingers have to go into a strange position. But yeah, I much prefer just to... Like, I thought someone in the police station earlier. And instead of checking all the corners and leaning and peeking and checking all the rooms, I much prefer to just go full tilt, run at 25 kilometers an hour into the building and hope they miss the first shot. And if they do, I'll try and not miss my first shot. And if you look at the last kill, that's exactly what happened. I think the best bet with regards to that is you need to get, this is specifically to crack, you need to get muscle memory on the lean, and so it becomes as natural as raising your weapon or zooming or clicking or doing anything in Dayz. And the only way really to achieve that is to get on a PvP server and just play on it for 2 hours, just lean shooting everything. Every time you're shooting, just leaning. And you just have to repeat that. Like Dayz's a weird animal. You can run around for 4 hours and not see a person. So the level of PvP against survival is tiny. It really is. That's if you want to. You know, I mean, it's not a massive aspect, I don't think, of Dayz. You can quite happily. Someone's camping this room. Someone's sat here camping this room. Or camping a set of stairs, you can quite happily walk away. You don't have to push the situation and try and lean in and doing all the fancy shit. I'd much prefer not to. If someone garrisoned in a building, I'm very happy to leave them alone, or sit there and wait, because they'll come out. It's not far off. They don't get any better than medium anyway, so we're at the top level now, short of making a fire. Right, one zombie down, 10%. Was it Merv that set this one up for me? I've not got the weapon in my hands, by the way. We're still approaching. We're still on the approach. I mean, I could cheat at this and say, right, okay, I'll wait until I'm right next to them before I equip the weapon and then get in stealth mode, but I'm not going to do that. We're now in stealth mode. These catch you out a little bit more. They're a little bit more aware. The old police and the military zombies. Oh, I can switch that one out for a half-filled one. I don't think we're going to stealth kill any of these, because I want to get the place looted and out. It's a find. That's what we came for. Ooh. No magazine, but still. Might get lucky, might get a mag off one of these zombies out here. Kicks like a motherfucker, does it? The process of doing this is you go up behind them in stealth. Crap. I've switched back just in time. I mean, that was a bit of a skank, wasn't it? She looked over her shoulders. Just in case you're wondering what's going on, I'm doing a zombie challenge where I have to kill them by stealth method. I need to get 10. I don't have to kill them back to back, but I need to kill. If I fail on trying to kill a stealth kill a zombie, then I have to go back to 0. Really? I mean, she didn't aggro. She just looked at me. She was like, "Hey, look at you, fucking hell!" Over her shoulder. You fancy a piece of this booty? And I was like, "No." Got me brass knuckles out and twonked her one. And now I'm right between her legs, because Mongo told me to. The like third-person view of this is going to look terrible. I told you it was going to look terrible. Let's go. Right, I don't know. We'll say we're at 2. I think we were at 3. And some people will argue that that should be now back at 0, but I'll go for 2. We've got 2 stealth kills, and I was going to explain how to do it, but we'll have to wait. That'll have to wait because I'm on a mission. I'm getting to that sort of stage where the characters are becoming a bit sticky because I'm losing stamina. I mean, my stamina's still good, 3/4, but it is noticeable. The inertia hit. I fucking hate it. I really do. I don't know if I've told you that. Some good stuff in here. Someone's had a fire, or was thinking of having a fire. A pair of hunter pants. Why'd you swap out hunter pants? They don't live here. There's no better pants than hunter pants. No way. That was a mistake. Whoever took whatever was in here. These wolves are going to jump scare me, I'm sure they are. I think the deer's just been spooked by the wolves. You heard them making a funny noise. Might just be one. Fuck me, he's going for it. He's running like a bastard. I knew that was going to happen. Like, I did it soft as shit first time. Got a wolf chasing you? No, I can't jump up there, mate. Fucking hell, what do you think I am? What the shit? I think it is just one. I mean, I reckon they do attack different when there's only one. Because they can't do the pack mentality circling, one taking you. What you tend to see is... Oh, piss off, you fucking bald-headed twat. And your tuna. And your mum. What you tend to see... is you'll have a central one or two that sort of take your attention. You're sort of focusing on those, and you haven't noticed that there's two circling round. And this is part of the AI that's built in. And then they sort of come forward, but they don't. If you push them, they'll back off, and then all of a sudden the ones at the side come in. And if there's a single wolf, it just fucking pelts for you. It just goes straight for you. Like, you saw him, he spotted me, and then he was just on full tilt run. This is by no means guaranteed, but whenever you see a feeder shack like this, or a hunting stand, a deer stand, I thought I heard something weird, and there's no loot in it at all. My theory is that someone's been... Like, the way the central loot economy works is that if I'm to come in here and pick up a random item, I pick up some duct tape from in here. Come up the steps, pick the duct tape up, bang. Now what happens behind the scenes on the server is that it's polling all these possible loot spawn points every few seconds. And it registers that something's been taken from here. Some duct tape has been taken from spot A2 next to K3, which stands for A2 A is the structure, 2 is the position, K is Krasnostav, and 3 is, I've just made it up. I've made all of that up. The premise is the way this works I haven't made up, but I'm making up things as I go along. So the duct tape has been collected, and the server's polled all around, and it's found that the duct tape's been moved from this position. So what it does is it sees what's in the loot table for duct tape and any other items that are similar. So maybe what could be maybe a leather sewing kit, or there'll be a pool of things that are all the same. They'll have the same tag as duct tape, and it will pick this up and it'll go, right, okay, we don't want to put duct tape down, and we can't put it down here because that's not allowed. So we're going to put a leather sewing kit down in B4C2, which is Cherno, in a random spot where there's no one else around. So that's the criteria for the way the central loot economy works. There can't be anyone in the location within a X amount, 500 meters, let's say, and it can't put it down in that position until X amount of time, which 30 minutes. So this item here that was in here that someone looted, they've come in here in the last 30 minutes and looted it because it hasn't been replenished, because that's happening all over the server, and when this spot here is empty it should get refilled. Therefore, if you ever see a feeder shack with nothing in it, or a deer stand with nothing in it, someone's been there just recently. I didn't do the nerd voice. A whole lot of that could have been nerd voice. It's a simplified version of that. Like duct tape will have a minimum maximum. It'll have a minimum of 20, and when it hits 20, it starts replenishing them in. So it's way more complex than that, but it was like a simplified version. The server does very similar, but it's way more complex. No, because that would just allow people to loot cycle. So if I take something out of this deer stand, and then go the prerequisite 500 meters away, and come back within 5 minutes, it will just spawn it here. So it has to have a timer to not spawn in the same location. Did I check to see if the shotgun's loaded? Didn't I load it? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Hi, Ike. I mean, it's all the theory has to have a certain number of people on a server for this to ever be working, and people need to be agitating the loot system. If they're not agitating the loot system, then the respawning of loot's not going to happen, even though they have a built-in fatigue time, if you like, for an item of loot. If it's been sat in a place for a X amount of time, again I don't know the figures, it will refresh that piece of loot and put something else in. Oh, did I run past one? Oh, well, fuck it, I didn't even see it, or didn't even register to check it. It's alright, we'll pick a box of shells up here. I was too busy waffling away. Zombie, zombie. No zombie. So Krasno looks clear. I left the PD door shut at the front, went out the back. There's a zombie there. Krasno is not clear. No zombies at the front end here that I can see. That zombie's just aggroed. Holy shit, he's moving fast. Someone in the PD. We know he's not going to find anything in the PD. We should see the zombies spawning in further up now. If that person's just arrived at the PD. I don't think there's any way I hit a shot with this gun from here. I think it's probably about 600 meters. Oh shit, I can't even range it. What the fuck? Why can't I range it? Why the fuck can't I range that? I'd have to aim about here. What the fuck? Now, that begs the question, was there someone in the PD or was that zombie just tearing around because he just spawned in? Like the military ones do sometimes. Because we never had eyes. Zombie just went crazy, ran around to the front, then calmed. I'm expecting them to come up the hill and into the PD. Like, through this compound here. But I don't like standing on top of this castle for this length of time. They're very well travelled, these places. The guy in the white pants looked like me in the 80s, in me Levi chinos, thinking I was something special, and flowery shirt. Brown brogues. Drinking from a box of wine. Like, the memory's too clear for me to making this up. I guess we have to go and have a look if we want to have a look. I might be able to check the airfield from here. See some of it. Could be that front door's locked. It doesn't look like they went that way. They normally have zombies out in front of the main building here. So best guess is that they went to the military, maybe? I think they'll come back here, though. Like, rather than trying to go through the woods and find them at the military, if I'm really that interested, I could wait here for them. Strange order, though, to go via military then to come here, rather than going into this PD first. There is a little village in between the airfield and Krasno, but yeah, that is an option. But like, if that was the case, they would surely do the PD first. If I'm doing a Northern Road run, I'm hitting this PD all the time. I mean, I hit it all the time anyway, because I want a stab vest before I go to the military. It's just the way I run it, though. I don't know. Could go back to the castle, watch from the top. I mean, the benefit of being up on the castle is that we get to see the zombies, and if the zombies spawn in, we know there's players. Whereas I could just sit on the side of here forever. Zombies will stay in because I'm keeping them here. I don't know. Or we could just carry on with our own thing. You get stuck on these if you go here, and then you turn right to try and get off them, and all of a sudden it releases you, and you go way further right than you ever hoped to, and sometimes off the side. It's really bad. No sign of any zombies this time. But there's no sign of them, so I guess the decision is made. Hi, Slapman. What could I get at the... Oh, I don't like this orange backpack. There's an answer. I could get a backpack. I was going to say, what can I get in the military that will make it worth killing all the zombies? I'm not going to try and stealth kill these zombies here. He's got a backpack though, I think. Not in stealth mode, by the way, just to check. So we're still alright. His backpack's a bit... It's a bit fucking big, isn't it? But it's not orange. So I'm taking it. I don't know if any of you caught Dr. Disrespect trying to play Dayz. I don't know whether or not he was hamming it up, or whether or not he was actually struggling, or whether it really is that difficult to start with, but holy shit, man. As soon as he spawned in, he was running around going like this. Jumping everywhere, thinking he was playing Fortnite. And then it was on a normal server, and it got dark, and he didn't like that. He got beaten up by zombies first off. I mean, that's pretty normal. Like, you're not expected to know how to deal with the zombies from starting the game right from the beginning. So he died from the zombies. Then it got dark, and he didn't like the fact it was dark, so he switched servers. Then he fell off a castle and broke his leg. And at that point he felt he knew the game well enough to be able to switch to a modded server where he could get involved in some gunplay. So it took him about an hour to download the mods, and then he couldn't get on the servers. It was a real struggle. It was almost painful to watch. I had him on in the background while I was doing some editing, and then he told his audience of a substantial amount, 25,000 plus, that he would not be playing modded because he couldn't figure it out. He couldn't get on a server, so he was going back to the official servers, and then he loaded a server up and spawned in a bright pair of blue gym shorts and an orange t-shirt, and he was on a tropical island somewhere. So he'd loaded into the rearmed server on Essica, I think it was. As soon as he spawned in, someone came up to him and knocked him the fuck out, and he just stood there. He woke up. He didn't kill him. He woke up and he was like, just wandered off, didn't say anything. He went into this industrial zone, climbed up the biggest building he could find, and then slipped down a ladder and broke his leg, and logged out and said, right, okay, I'm going to go and play PUBG. That was pretty much his experience. This guy's got a better backpack for me, I think. I don't think it's as big as this one. Oh, it might be. No. It's the assault backpack. Oh, shit. Thought he was done. The reason I don't think I took everything out of my backpack, did I? The reason it reminded me was because he was really struggling with the, he was doing this. When he was switching stuff over. And I was on my YouTube account on a page, and I went to type something to say you can just double click it, but I had to pay a £5 before I could talk in his chat, so that was that out the window. Where did I put my other backpack? Oh, I did get everything. Yeah, he said he hadn't played it at all, but some of his binds were different, and changed from default. I think he had played it a little bit, but it's not the sort of game you can walk straight into. It's not. There's no instruction manual. You don't get to something and it says, right, you need to do this now. There's no mission file. There's nothing to say you've completed this, now move to stage 2, hand it in. Badly damaged suppressor. Don't want the FNX because I've got nothing to go with it. Bollocks, I haven't been picking up the ammo. Pristine as well. Alright, I guess we take it. No, I mean I could tell by the bit I saw of his initial play on the official server that he wasn't interested in Dayz's core features and the core game vanilla play of Dayz. He wanted to get a gun and shoot someone and have those crazy interactions. He admitted it pretty much at the end that he'd been watching Summit, whatever, I can't remember what his name is, proper name. Summit 1G or 3G. Is he 4G now? I don't know. He must have upgraded, surely. And he just wanted to pick a bit of that, and you don't get that in official Dayz. You have to go on modded servers and have people available for you to be able to shoot them, like big population servers. But it is a bit strange though, because he can quite happily sit there, and I never knew this because I'm not a fan of Dr. Disrespect, as in I'm not a follower and aware really of what he's up to and what he does in his streams, and that's just because I don't really watch other content. My only interest was the fact he was playing Dayz, just by association of a game. But his stream will start, and then probably an hour and a half later he's stopped talking and he's actually playing something, which kind of lends itself to Dayz. If he got a grip of what to do, you know, he can quite happily be doing all that talking shit that he does at the start of his stream and just be playing Dayz whilst he's doing it. But it's very difficult to try and learn to play Dayz whilst performing the act that he performs. So, like, to me, playing Dayz, it's just second nature. I can just rattle away and talk. And I kind of have to concentrate at moments. But oh, there we go. There's a blaze. We're ready. The only 5. No. I've got more than 5 shots. I found a box. So get the scope. Get the suppressor off this, and we're good to go. Oh shit, no, I can't put that on there, can I? Never mind. Lovely jubbly. Right. Only got these 2 shots for the shotty, so if I'm going to run a shotgun I need more than that. The summer camp just up here might provide. He's got a hunting backpack, which I wouldn't mind. Could be in half decent shape, might be damaged. I think I can safely stab him in the back. I'm going to put the knife on 4. So I've still got some zombie kills to get. I'm not in stealth mode at the moment, because I'm not so sure whether we're going to stealth kill this one yet. I think we're okay to stealth kill it. I'm in stealth mode. Like, I don't think it will ruin his backpack is what I mean. It's badly damaged. But so's this one. Three stealth kills. Gotta get 10 stealth kills without, in a row. But not in a row. I don't have to do them back to back, but if I fail on one, it goes back to 0. What the fuck did I just do? That was a bit pointless. How'd you do it? Yeah, you just go up behind them. When you're close enough, you just raise the weapon and then left mouse, and it will do a stealth kill. But you have to be close enough. That tent's still up there. It's been up there for ages. Oh, I remember now. I couldn't take it down. I think Mongo, you suggested I might have to destroy it. It doesn't appear to be a base there. There's what's the remnants of one. Yeah, well, every time I've been here, there's been odds and sods in the tent. People use it as a general dumping ground. Nice, that's what I want. I'll fix the suppressor now. Makes me less inclined to want to do stealth kills on zombies when I've got a suppressed pistol. Oh my fucking god, you twats. Really? There's a dead wolf here. I reckon someone might be someone up there. I'm gonna sit and wait. Good night, Rando. Might not just be one. Did I hit him? Yeah, he's dead. He's dead in there. The guy's done. It's whether or not there's more than one in there and someone comes to take the loot off. From what I could see when I approached and the structure they've got built there, I couldn't see a way past it. So this, in my opinion, is the person that has access to this base, so knows the key code and owns all the shit inside, and I can't get in there because they've blocked it off. And there's... when it comes to things that piss me off in Dayz, people that build at castles is pretty high up in the list. It really does piss me off. Because I feed off these places for snipers stuff. And it's denying loot from people like me that want those sort of things. So, fuck them. I could continually shoot the tent from here and destroy it. That would be funny, actually. But I think it would take a lot of shots. I don't know. Even if there is someone in there, I'm feeling they're going to be pretty reluctant to go and loot that body. Unless they can get to the side of the arch. Like, safely to the side. But they have to come across the front to do that. The whole thing might be just unlocked for you now. But, you see, the thing is, it will be unlocked for me in 5 minutes, won't it? When I've happily scoped this and seen if there's anyone turn up. If I rock up there and there's someone covering the stairs, and it is unlocked, or I manage to find a way in, then they suddenly have the advantage, whereas currently I have the advantage. Even though they're in a castle. Ultimately, I'm going to have to. Ultimately, I will check it out, but it's just a bit of patience here, and just to see if there's any movement anywhere on that castle. Because to get back to this location, if you consider the map of Dayz to be this square around the blaze, we're currently right the way up here. The northwest airfield's here. Nearest spawn point is on the coast down here. The runtime from there to get to and bear in mind this will be a square, so it would be a lot taller. The runtime to get to there would be probably 30 minutes. Just like finding the best spawn possible, or happening to get the best spawn possible, and running straight here, 30 minutes. So we're not in any rush to get anything done with regards to this fella. getting back and causing us any problems. If he's got mates that are around and close by, that could be another issue altogether, but this gives a better idea. I'm trying to show you a map based on your imagination and mine, but that shows whereabouts we are on the map with that red dot and all the spawn points. Start about there and work all the way around the edge. I suppose the closest one actually is up in the northeast, Berezino. Still a 25 minute run. Right, let's go see what we can see. Tits! Shit, if I keep doing that, I'm going to hurt myself. It feels like it's possible, though. Oh, shit! Holy fucking hell! I've got my brass knuckles out. That's what I want, innit? I hit him, 100% hit him. So first of all, half speed. And then we're going to look at it in super slow-mo, where I go backwards and forwards. The aim point you can see here. You can see where I shoot. I go backwards and forwards a little bit. Definitely hit him, possibly in the head, but might have been in the neck. Plate carrier, all the other business, so he gets away with it, I think. I don't know if I killed him. Well, there's his mate, innit? His mate's come along and I'm busy trying to jump the fucking wall. That ain't him come back, it's his mate, innit? Most likely. Scared the fuck out of me, that did. The only thing I could hope for by going back there is that my blaze will still be on the ground. The guy up there, I couldn't tell if it was a zombie or a player. Just stay blocking if you want, I'll hit him. Is that your base there to the right? Have you got any food, by any chance? Cheers, thank you. Great. Just got a drink. I don't know. The guy was unconscious up there. I could have hit a jackpot. I really could have done. What the fuck? Has he given me some dodgy food? Really? He didn't give me dodgy food, I just overate. He keeps watching me. Probably wondering why I'm throwing all that jam up everywhere. Oh dear. I just wasn't paying attention, I was kind of looking around. We get to do this run again that we did last time. This is just more or less a carbon copy. He probably thinks I've got a disease or something, but he's not the talkative type, and I don't think it's his base, he's just considering how to break in. Shame I didn't have the blaze on double, but I never run it on double, and it wasn't a time there to sort of make a decision to put it on double. It was all I could do to get it in my hands. I was flapping a little bit. I was on full concentration mode, tongue out, everything, trying to get up that bastard wall. I mean, the thing is, like, I say it so often. I say, like... And I see it so often. I'll kill someone and out of a two, and then be patient and sit off the body. And I would say 8, 9 times out of 10, that person comes back to that body. The one that survived, the one that wants the SKS, the sniper rifle, the AK, the whatever else that's on his mate's body. And I always say, like, well, what's the point? Is it worth risking your life, your in-game life, clearly, for a bit of loot? I just don't think it is, and I very rarely bother looting, but that just felt like a bit of a challenge. I wanted to knock those walls down. I wanted to break into the base, not so much to take loads of loot. I wanted to knock those walls down. From the inside, it's so easy. So it wasn't greed that got me killed. It was just wanting to clear that base, those base structures, the walls down, and allow me on future occasions to go in there and loot it. Well, it might, yeah, it was. Looking back at it, yes, funny, definitely, but at the time it was very scary. I didn't kill that zombie. Okay. Clearly we're in danger here. There's a police car there, and there's a stab vest on that zombie. Did you hear suppressed shots? I didn't. There's the dude, look. He looks like he's looking for someone else. To be fair, he don't look a big threat. That's 5. Just there. I want some food, man. Like, following him makes him think I want to kill him, but I don't want to kill him, I just want some food. Well, he did a good number there. I don't know where the fuck he went. Is he in this shed? Oh. Right, I'm going to carry on looking for food. That was funny as fuck, that was. He saw someone and he just hit the floor. I said I want to go and loot the PD. I mean, there's people that play Dayz and that they want to play on a server that's populated because they want the risk of, like, they're playing on 0 pop or very, very low pop. It takes the edge off, or Dayz loses its edge, if you like, because there's not so much of a threat. Once you've mastered dealing with the zombies and the wolves and any other AI threat and the medical system, you know, I mean, to say once, I mean, these things take time, but there are those people that they just like running around picking stuff up, not necessarily wanting to get involved in anything, but they want the teeth of the game still to be intact. They want the threat to be there, but they're not necessarily either not very good at PvP or they're just... it's not their thing. That bird is so loud! Running up and down here, picking up... bits of fruit. Or trying to pick up bits of fruit. It's a sad, sad existence, it really is. Where the fuck did I just get shot from? I tell you something, it's right scared the shit out of me. Was it someone inside the PD and as I opened the door they shot? I think they're leaving, trying to leave the other way, go the back way. This is the guy that I didn't shoot because he went prone. I won't be very happy. I'm gonna eat my peaches so he doesn't get any of my juicy loot. Sounds like he's chambered, you know. This could be something I should push. It was so hard to spot him in that window. He's not chambered then. Yeah, it is, yeah. I've got a pistol. Like, I've got a pistol with 4 shots in it. This might have some 9mm in this zombie. Bollocks. Is that a hit? Yeah, he's unconscious. Possibly, or he's gone prone again, I don't know. I can't tell now.
No.
You went and fucked up, motherfucker.
I don't have any ammo, dude.
Oh, I'm only hoping that that is the guy from inside and not the fucking... not the guy that went prone. Because if I've just gone and killed Mr. Prone guy, I'm gonna feel really bad. I don't think I've got any shots left. It was him, I'm sure it was, look. He's got a Glock here with a mag. Don't open the bonnet, take the fucking bottle of water. I mean, I could be wrong here, and we could go in here and this dude's still in here. But I've got a fairly sneaking suspicion it was him shooting at me. Oh my shitting god, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, it was him. Krasner stuff. Oh, sorry, I did reply. It's Krasnostav, but I was muted. It's not much of a defence, is it, when you say I haven't got any bullets left after you've been shooting at someone? Really? I could have been kind to him, I suppose. You're right, actually. It did, and I've just picked it up. Thank you. Well, it's just as well he didn't have any bullets left, because I kind of fucked up my trash talking, which I always seem to do. Just not very good at it. I believe I hit the metal frame. I believe I missed the shot completely. Twice. Fucking hell! I haven't got that much ammo. Call the video the reasonably entertaining original Dayz legend. Oh, fucking... Oh, I got it. Right, okay, we're doing alright now. Thanks for the 5 months. I mean, it won't be very inspiring. My titles very rarely are. Oh! Right, it's time to leave. Made enough noise. I don't know how much ammo we've got left now. 12 shots, including the 2 in it. Leather sewing kit, thank you very much. I need that actually. My knife's about buggered. Right, down here's where I need to get the food. And then the castle's just across there. The question is whether or not we make it to the castle over there. It's reliant on me picking some food up in this town. Didn't spot the car initially. I mean, it's not just arrived, otherwise the deer wouldn't be there. Finally, we are somewhere close to stabilizing. What's interesting here is the fact that Toby will be joining us on Tuesday, most likely. And he is in those trees. Fuck me. There's a guy there. My god, that looked like a fucking guy crouched. So much like a guy crouched there. Like the movement across there, then it looked like someone had crouched down. Holy fuck. Yeah, so this character could meet up with Toby. However, I want to go back to the castle. And the castle's not far away, so we're going to go there. Oh, haven't they been busy? That guy was definitely part of it then. Built a second wall. What a bunch of cocks. Yeah, the guy that came along when I was trying to jump in probably thought that it was necessary. Oh well, between those ginger bushes then, and I shot at him sort of near the ginger bush, I guess. But if my gun's there, not there, his gun's not going to be there. Of course, it could just be that the third party rocked up, based on my initial shot on the dude. Could be that it had nothing to do with it, and the guy I killed's just come back and fortified his little hole. Busy around these parts, isn't it? Where's he got a flag? Fuck knows. On the next day, I meet up with Toby and show him around the castle. We both get sorted out with sniper rifles. He doesn't have a scope, but I do. I've got the Savannah. He's got the Winchester.
By the look of it. Oh, Savannah.
Oh, Winchester. No
Nice.
scope though.
I will empty this blaze out. I'll take that instead.
Worn hunting knife in the shitter.
Thanks.
What do you reckon his name is? What does he look like to you? A Bill or a Derek? I had an Uncle Derek. I don't think he's a Boris. I suppose it depends what nationality he is. if his English is different than if he's an American. But he's sat on some Euro billboard. Doesn't look very Central European to me. That guy doesn't. He does. He looks. He's American or he's English. With his big fat face. Zelly TWT, anyone? Let's go. Am I going back to the castle you went to in last stream? We've been there. It's still all blocked up. And there was no sign of anybody there. There might have been movement on the fire then. I saw something here in the side of the scope. I don't know what it was. Oh, there's a guy on top of the fire. He's going to shoot something. I'm not sure what.
Zombies.
He's not shooting anything.
That zombie's still running.
But this, I'm sure this. I don't know if this was the guy that I saw. I think this is the guy that was in the fire. The guy that I saw moving wasn't that guy. He's down in front of the camo now, moving left to right. He's charging like a fucking crazy. He's gone into the little alcove. He's going into front, into the camo now. I don't even know if that was the guy, to be honest. Holy shit, the kick on this. I didn't even know where I was. I thought I was on a different server when it fucking went up in the air. Another dude running plate carrier, red helmet, in front of camo, big backpack. Different dude again. He's dead.
Keep an eye on the camo guy, I guess.
So there's just camo guy left.
I haven't seen him move across the compound.
Maybe all these guys have met up and they've come in on comms, with no comms. Just on voice.
That'd be unfortunate.
Third guy managed to get out of there, and I don't blame him, to be honest. They were pretty undergeared to being in Zelly. We'll leave Toby for the night, and next picking it up over in Starry, in an Overwatch position. I spotted zombies in the tents, and there's someone around for sure. Wow, you see that disappear? I always thought I held the zombies in from here at medical. If someone skirted past the edge of Starry and just brought the zombies in and are not looting it by the look of it. I mean, it means I don't have to look in the town. There's no way anyone can be in the town while that zombie disappears. Take a 400 meter radius from that centre point and it covers the whole of the town. All the way up to about 50 metres away from me. So... and probably all the way up to about here. Doesn't include the military though. Oh, fucking hell. So, how did someone sneak up on me like that? If you play it back and listen, you can actually just hear a tiny bit of movement. But there you go. Catch you on the next one.